Yes, and that's exactly what they need. We'll see what can happen here as we are into the draft for game number 1 of this best of 5. This one is, as I mentioned earlier, for all of the marbles. You just
ulted obviously by Canyon, so he's not going to be safe.
That's a Viger. I don't know whether that's going to be locked in. However, Duro is hovering it. That's making me a little nervous. The Yone is what I think most people were expecting. And this is kind of brilliant because not only is it a decent lane into the Azir, but you pick it away from Zeka. He cannot play one of his most iconic champions throughout the rest of this best of 5. Remember, guys, HLE need to win one game in under 34 minutes and 43 seconds, right?
Guma or Delight in a team fight and exhaust them makes it much more difficult for them to retreat, even though they have some inherent safety. The Vi ulti is going to be the main way to lock down that Corki. I just see him with Phalites. Obviously, it can't reach.
Oh my goodness. Don't.
He could steal this.
Wait. No, there's no way. He's not going to get away with it. Oh, he did it! Zeka's the one that locks it down as Canyon not even able to flash away. Emperor's Divide comes out, and First Blood will go over to Zeka on this Azir. And that one guy in chat that predicted First Blood, I think I knew that if he had flashed over the back wall, he would have been okay, but wasn't able to get the bit of extra movement speed. As we're going between the worlds, Kanavi might be in a little bit of trouble. Does have the Crescent Guard as Zeus looking for the angle, goes all out as Canyon just dead again. And Keen just wondering what the heck to do. Maybe waiting for Chovy is going to be the option there as he flashes. Does miss the Q. Gets exhausted here. There's that tech you were talking about. Does need to rebind, but Chovy is just dead and Keen doesn't have the range.
The Dragon is spawning here in about 70 seconds. And that's when Hanwha Life Esports will be grouping on the bottom side. But for now, Gen G have full prio. Keen does have teleport, so can TP back, perhaps with upgraded boots here into this team fight.
Yeah, you can see Ruler actually zoned out of this for the moment. Gumiushi with inside track moving into the river. As Shelly does lose interest in Gen G, but HLE are there to catch her back up again.
The time it took for Keen to teleport back in lost them their prio. They were going to deny some farming on the top side, but they're going to need more than that if they're going to take this away. As I say it, though, a bit of a relinquish of control with that wave going through. Zeka decides he needs to get this. Loses a lot of the minions anyways. Like, he only gets 3, and they get the Herald potentially as a result.
Well, now Delight holding onto his buttons, really wants to use that to try and go for an engage, but Chovy snaps back towards this Rift Herald, down to about 4,000. As we're going between the worlds, Keen is still very dangerous, and Zayas just getting poked down. Kanavi steals away the Rift Herald, but it's a 4-man pop blossom from Duro. He finds the angle, and Keen locks down Delight. Now Zayas going down solo. Emperor's Divide finds Ruler, but he flashes on top of Gumiushi. A gap closing, a Zero ultimate. Are you insane, Ruler? And it's a double kill for Canyon. There's that team fight, and it's an ace for Duro.
The call to go in to look for the secure was a risky one. Kanavi is rewarded, but the rest of the team fight is a wash. An overextension. He has his ultimate as well. And they gave up so much control for Zeka to get 3 minions. And that's why Gen G have full prio here and why they have to play this fight the way they do anyways. Now he TP's in, but he's so late. And Zeus, we mentioned it before, he doesn't have any armor. And look at how much damage he takes from Ruler here on the initial salvo. Like, he is just not tanky. Delight sacrifices himself to go in. And then as you mentioned, the Emperor's Divide just gives Ruler the opportunity to flash on and finish Gumiushi off. And the coordination was not great on this one, but the setup, I think, was the bigger issue. And Gen G had all of the control.
Yeah, let's have a look at this from Chovy's perspective. As was trying to block the eye for a moment here, but actually manages to get the outplay onto Kanavi as well. Flashes to win, becomes lightning, snaps back. Oh God, we didn't even notice that because there was a whole team fight happening to the south, and then all of a sudden Chovy just pulled.
Well, that's Chovy.
Yeah, Kanavi looking for an angle there, does stop the ultimate from getting Chovy out of there, and that means that he's just dead. Kanavi puts the spear in, but so no side laning here for Chovy for the next little while.
On the cross map.
Oh. Well, let's see whether Zeka can survive, as he does avoid the Vault Breaker, but that means that Canyon doesn't touch him. And so they will just kill this turret. Pop Blossom picks up Zeus as he makes his way in, and now it's 3 versus 1 for him. In the meantime, Yunara is taking a turret in the mid lane, and Zeus is desperately running away. And I would say that is a pretty good way out. Does get a big old shield as Delight catches up to him. Kanavi is running real fast. Oh, Wind barely becomes lightning, is now, yes. Chovy actually unbinds the soul, looks for the knock-up onto Zeka, doesn't find it. But like you were saying, yes, they can start Baron.
Like, that's you're gonna send 3 people to kill Chovy when this Yunara with IEs on the other side? I don't think so.
Well, Zeus is gonna have to bring Canyon out of the pit, and he does so. And now the rest of Gen G needs to zone Gumayusi. However, Canyon just gets back, smites the Baron, and that is going to be secured. Now Delight looking for an angle to get himself in as Ruler bounces his way out. Pop Blossom connects onto Gumayusi, and he has to get himself out of there. Zeka gets into the fight as Ruler flashes out of the way, dashes to avoid getting knocked up by Delight, and down will go the Rakan. Canyon's getting chased down by Zeus and Gumayusi, but he just Vault breaks his way out of it.
Chovy can basically solo Baron if given enough time. They do have to respond. Now they're going to split it. I love this setup here for Gen G. So much zoning, and while they threaten the Baron at the same time.
Oh, Duro looking for that angle between worlds goes Keen as Zeus looking to just walk up, and they have to because this Baron's going down lower and lower. There's the quickness, but Delight is just stopped in his tracks, just shot down here by Ruler as the Crescent Guard does nothing. Chovy finds the ulti, and the flash in once again to take down Gumayusi. No one is dead on the side of Gen G, and it is just Zeka trying to flap away with broken wings from this destruction of a team fight out of Gen G. Yet another one around the Baron that they win. They are looking not to take down the Purple Worm, though. They're thinking the enemy Nexus might be a better prize.
Beautiful thing, the way that they could utilize this Fed Yone and Fed Yunara to split the fight like that, to do Baron quickly, it's just really, really awesome to watch. Now they're going to do the same thing here on this Dragon.
Yeah, Quadra, Cloud Souls. Kanavi goes in. Okay, looking for a little bit of an angle. There's a Pop Blossom, picks up 3 of them. The Yunara is down. Let's see whether Gen G will have the damage. As Gumayusi will be taken out. It's a double kill for the Auroras. Chovy will be wiped out, but Keen's at full health. Can he get the rest of them? It looks like he might be. As there's the Quadra, and it's only Zeus left standing. And I don't think he's making it out. Pentakill for Keen here, and Gen G will march victoriously to the enemy base. The smell of picking up a pentakill.
He also, like...
How many pentas has King got? Was probably not many.
He has not 1 health missing in that exchange. He was not touched in the fight.
So the thing that HLE has to do, you know, is they have to pick their battles, all right? And the battles that they picked were with Ruler and with Chovy. And after that, they had nothing else. There was nothing left in the tank. And so Keen was absolutely fine. There's the snapback between worlds once again for Mr. Pentakill Man here, as they will be able to take down this inhibitor turret. Inhibitor already dead towards that bottom side as Keen just goes into stealth, bounces out of the way of Zeus' Q3, and the last remaining inhibitor turret is surely about to fall. The inhibitor just going to be a formality at this stage.
And for Gen G, they're fighting for first place in their group, and this is a very solid start to this best of 5.
They don't have to do all that much better than they've already done in order to get first place, because T1 dropped a few games, Gen G has not. And
all they need to do is win.
Yeah. It's very, very likely that they will be first place, but this is looking like a statement already. As Ruler,
he wants to get involved, but there's an annoying, pesky wall there.
Yeah, exactly. It's so frustrating. Well, Keen has lost more health than he did in the last team fight. As Pop Blossom, he flashes for it, finds 3, and there is a gorgeous snare as well. Keen's still doing so much damage, but now everyone is involved. They tried to kill Ruler. It didn't work this time around. That's another clean ace, and Gen G will mop up these turrets and send us to a game number 2. And my goodness, it was a decent early start there for HLE, and then it just wasn't good.